Hello. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaiah, and today we are going to try something a little different. While making my Heck video, I realized that a large portion of my circle haven't experienced the horrors that I have when it comes to YouTube. Starting with the most terrifying video doesn't make a lot of sense in the grand scheme of a narrative through video. However, I do have a lot in my back pocket when it comes to YouTube horror. Doing the research for this video, I stumbled across a lot of actual, real-life terror. While sometimes I enjoy the creepy paranormal videos, or the true crime style, there is something so charming and impressive when the overall idea and execution comes from an up-and-comer just adding their own creative flair to the genre as a whole. Today, we will be looking at 3 of those individuals and the art they have made. I really hope you all like this style of content as I look forward to making changes with my channel moving forward. But for now, let's get scared. In March of 2022, I made a video reacting to some analog horror videos on YouTube. While searching through the subreddit r/analoghorror, I discovered a damn near perfect video called Derrick County File. The video has now been renamed Cooper Family File, and is still the last thing to be uploaded on the channel. Very Mandela catalog, but I'm not going to hold that against them. That's a pretty creepy image. Cooper Family File is an analog horror video that revolves around the disappearance and subsequent deaths of the Coopers, following a lot of unexplained activity observed by their neighbor, Howard. In the beginning, we see a handheld recording of someone in the woods with their dog. We can see the date this footage was shot was on February 6th of 1992. After that, we see a dark cam footage outside of a house. Then a conversation between Howard and an investigator. The investigator inquires about Howard's life. Howard says that after his wife passed, he has been receiving lots of help from the Coopers on his farm.
Did you still receive help on the farm from any friends or relatives?
We then see dashcam footage of someone driving down a dark road. Cutting back to the first shot of the driveway at the beginning of the video. The truck then comes to a stop in the road due to some branches stacked together in a strange way. The driver, confused, gets out to move the branches, all while the radio starts glitching out. Once the branches fall, the radio goes silent, and the driver gets back in his truck. Back to the conversation, we hear that Howard's cattle has gone from 32 all the way down to just 8.
Howard, I'm trying to understand why you called the apartment in such a frantic state.
The investigator asking Howard if he thinks the Coopers had something to do with it. Howard said, no, it couldn't be them. Because I hadn't seen them until... I'm just gonna let this part play out for you to watch.
Until what? Howard, please speak up.
Until I found their bones piled up on my doorstep. We see that an audio fluctuation has been recorded, then start to hear knocking. We then see a shot inside of a bedroom, someone flicking on and off a flashlight. Then right back to the first cam shot in front of the house, only this time, we can see something across the road in the woods. A figure standing there. Zooming in, the figure starts to walk away. Cutting back to the dark bedroom from earlier, we see some movement towards the door in the distance. The first time I watched this part, I didn't even notice the most terrifying bit. If you look closely at the top of the door, you can see something otherworldly snap up through the door. We then get an archived phone call between Donnie and Thomas Cooper. Thomas is looking for the family dog, Max, when he gets a call from his dad to come home.
You need to come home right now.
Well, I can't right now. I'm looking for Max. You not even care at all about the dog?
He'll find his way home on his own.
After bickering a bit, Donnie goes away from the phone for a second. Thomas, awaiting his dad to return, finds his dog Max. At least, he thinks he did.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay?
Max! Come here!
Max?
then greeted by a civil danger warning, warning us about an unidentified organism which shares many features with someone very familiar from the old tales of the internet.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Darragh County Police Department. Multiple sightings of an unidentified organism have been reported in the last 24 hours. The reports describe the creature to be approximately 8 feet tall with unusually long arms, no distinguishable facial features, and pale gray skin.
The video concludes with a home video of Thomas playing with his dog Max at home. This criminally underrated video has less than 1,000 views. This is by far one of the better analog horrors I've seen. At first, its resemblance to Mandela Catalog got me intrigued, and it delivered. Although I just gave you the cliff notes of the video, I advise you to go to the channel and share some love for this terrifying analog horror. I hope they continue the story as well. Unlike Cooper Family File, this next analog horror is simple, yet effective. If you've ever been afraid of unidentified flying objects in the sky, this one might be perfect for you. Imagine walking in the darkness, outside of your home, maybe along a desolate road, looking up to view the calming nature of the stars, only to find this. There is something so unsettling about this footage. After the footage, we get some context in the video. And it reads, after receiving an anonymous tip about the footage, the Federal Bureau searched the filmmaker's house and retrieved the camera. The filmmaker, Malachi, was very cooperative with our search and efforts and turned his footage over to the agents without resistance. He also provided agents with some information. Malachi called the object Ophanim and said it spoke to him in his head, giving him an important message to deliver that he remembers exactly. The contents of the message are as follows. Be not afraid. You have been chosen. A great war is running in the outer edges, and it has arrived at your doorstep. The fate of humanity hangs in the balance. I seek to help you. But be warned, others of my kind do not. You will be visited tonight by those who seek your knowledge. Give it to them. This is the first step. We will return to you. The Ophanim are a class of celestial beings in Judeo-Christian mythology that are known for their wisdom and thus are depicted as being angels of knowledge. quiet, grainy footage of a UFO, the mysterious message of a great war, and the apocalyptic undertones of angels make this a well-done piece of horror media. They have more videos on their channel, and it will be linked down below. I look forward to seeing more. One of the most real and chilling events to occur in the past 40 years happened on November 22nd of 1987, when the television signals of 2 stations in Chicago, Illinois, were hijacked, briefly sending a pirate broadcast of an unidentified person wearing a Max Headroom mask and a costume to thousands of home viewers. This is simply known as the Max Headroom incident. Although the Max Headroom incident and our last video here are very different, in being the former is an actual event that took place, the latter still does a great job in capturing that same fear of an outside force hijacking your television screen. This is Daylight TV, Missing Person, Hijacking. The video starts with the conclusion of the programming for that day, and quickly goes into the national anthem as some sort of sign-off. It's quickly interrupted by a missing person slideshow with calming music in the background. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid watching TV, seeing those missing persons photos with no noise or anything in the background, just the hum of the analog through the speakers, really freaked me out. After a while, we get to a young girl named Taya. Who was last seen near a sewer entrance with a group of friends. The scene glitches, and we can see the image of the girl being altered. Glitches again, and we can see physical trauma on the image of Taya, which quickly gets worse and worse until this happens. The words "Big Strange Cave" appear on screen, followed by "Bottomless Pit." Do not go near, before quickly showing the words, "It will find you," then cutting off. Recorded Collections has only 2 videos in their catalog so far. Missing Persons being uploaded 1 year ago, and a new one being uploaded today while recording this video. The video follows the same format and is more closely resembling the Max Headroom incident. In the About section, their channel description reads, "A digital archive of everything television, 80s or 90s, 2000s to 2010s. We got it all." I look forward to seeing more of this in the future. And I really hope that all the creators of today's video continue their passion at making scary analog horror. The reception of my last video was heartwarming. I absolutely love to create and innovate the content I make. If you are at all interested in seeing this style of content going forward, please let me know in the comments. If you haven't seen it already, before the year was over, I was planning on preserving this channel as a hub of memories for the videos I've made in the past. If you want to support the channel and see this content exclusively on a brand new channel, where I can talk more in depth about the weird, unexplained, and unnerving, then please leave a comment down below, and I will update you all when that time comes. Please show support to all the small creators I've showcased here today. And thank you for watching.